Hey guys, I want to show you something pretty cool that came in. This is the new MGcool. This is the Explorer Pro 2. This is a 4K camera, little action cam, which comes in this awesome hard case, even though it's got a soft material on the outside, but it is a hard case. So let's take a look at this thing. Oh, this is very nice. Really nice compared to the original. So everything pretty much almost looks basically the same, but we're gonna have a touch screen this time in here with a little more options to it. But it does come with the waterproof case, up to 100 feet deep in the water, so which is pretty nice. I noticed they went with a little bit wider lens section for this case. So let's go ahead and take this camera out of here for a second. Alright, let's set this case off the side here. I'm going to take this little film off of here. It's got a protective film on both sides. Let's peel that off of there. Okay, I'm going to get a little glare because I got my flash on right now to film. But I'm going to set this off the side for just a second here. I want to take a look at these accessories. So you've got all kinds of different little mounts, dash mounts and bicycle helmet mounts. So let's kind of dig in here. This one I like to use on my hat, which works pretty good because this one's for like a tripod, so you can actually hook it up to a tripod, and or I mount it right on top of one of my hats. I drill the hole in the hat, and then what I do is I screw it onto the hat, and then this just slides right in here and snaps in, so we're ready to go. So I do that, which works really good. So let's take a look at what else we have here. Oh, that's cool. We actually have the little mini tripod, so that makes it nice. That's awesome. So it actually comes with a little tripod this time, so that's pretty neat. I like that. That's a pretty good idea. So we can actually take this part now and screw it in there, and now I can actually go, let's not go too far here, but alright, let me get that down in there real quick, tighten and lock it. So man, this is really cool. I like that. So we can actually go and set the action cam up for my filming when I'm doing these reviews, so it makes it pretty neat. So you can adjust these legs, and that makes it really nice. I like that. You can adjust down, so you can point down at a product or an item, so, or you can just carry it with you and film. So I like that. That's awesome. Okay, let's see what else we have in a little bag of goodies. So looks like we got the bicycle clamp for the handlebars. So basically, pretty much, if you have one of these action cameras or have one similar to it, looks like you're getting the same accessories as last time. So it looks like a clip right here, so you can clip it on your shirt, or you could probably clip it at the bill of your hat. And then you got the charger right here, so that makes it pretty nice. And another thing too, guys, you got this little cutout here, so you could put an extra battery right here. It does give you a spare battery, so you do have two batteries that it comes with, so that makes it really nice. And you can pull this little plug out and put a third battery plus, you put a second battery plus one that's in the camera itself. So let me slide that out of the way, and let's go ahead and take a peek at the camera itself. So what you're going to do is you're going to just hold actually this is the power button right here. So you're going to hold it, get this adjusted here. You're going to hold this for just a few seconds. Okay, we got a little blue flash right here. That means it's coming up right now. So alright, we got screen. That's really nice, and it looks like it's touch screen too. So if you touch the screen, you can bring up all the items on there that it's showing, and then you can press it again and take those items off. It does recommend a class 10 SD card, or it will not film right. it will format it to this camera once you put that SD card in there. So if you have any other items on that SD card, I do suggest to transfer it over or buy a new SD card so you don't lose the pictures or videos you have once it formats. So I went ahead and touched the screen. We got video resolutions. So you got little side buttons here to select, so you can go up or down. You got sound record, so you can record sound or shut it off. You got time lapse, loop recording, and also you have slow motion. I apologize because it's hard to get this on film to see those. So you got white balance to control the screen for the color and the light coming in, and then you got the contrast and the exposure. So so it goes right back there. So you can select by pressing the mode button. Press that and it'll take you to time and date. So you can display that. You can display time or date or take time or date off. So I don't usually have the time and date on there. You got press shutter button to exit. Okay, so there's the exit button. Okay, so I'm going to look at some more options here. Looks like we got language. We got upside down, so we can go and film with it upside down if it's mounted on something, which makes it pretty nice. So, and let's see what else we have on here. Click through these, and it's like I said, I apologize, it's hard to see. When you do want to select an item, you just use this top button. That's the actual shutter button to select that. So you can actually go in 4K, 25 frames per second, or you can go in 2.7K, which is 30 frames per second. You can go to 720p, 30 frames per second, 720p, 60 frames per second. And now with this, it's got an option of 720p with 100 frames per second. See, the Pro 1 did not have that, which is nice. Now we actually have 1080p 30 frames per second, which is nice. That will probably be the one I use because a lot of videos and things just don't handle the full 4K. So usually when I'm putting this on one of my drones, which I usually mounted on this guy here, so which is pretty cool. I got an action cam mount, and this just slides right in here. So I have used this to do a little footage over the ocean, so you can see that sits right there with no problem at all. And you can actually press record and put a screen timer on there so it shuts off the screen. That way you save a little bit of the battery, so it could just go straight filming. So I usually like to film in 720p, or now with this, will be filming with 1080p, and I'll probably just keep it at 30 frames per second. So really, that's all you really need. But yeah, if you have a PC and things like that that can handle the full 4K, it does have a beautiful 4K film. So, but what you're going to see is 720p with my drone. I'm using the Bugs 2C. You will see that on the ocean film. So I'm going to show you those clips right now, so stay tuned. Alright guys, hey, this concludes my review on the MGcool. This is the Explorer Pro 2 touchscreen, and it's an awesome camera, guys. You know, it's well worth the money. I'm going to put the link in the descriptions down below on my channel, so that way you guys can go click on that and be able to pick up one. Really neat camera. Like I said, you guys be able to see when you looked at the video, really clear, and that was only 720p. That way I can be able to just do a quick throw up the video onto the screen and download to anything I want. Like I said, sometimes using the full 4K or the full 1080p, it will cut the record time on this, and it will go through your memory card a little bit faster, taking up the memory than it would 720p 60 frames per second, and that's what I use. So like I said, it's a really clear picture right there. So you know, that's what I like to use. So, and it's up to you guys. Like I said, you can go the full resolutions, and which is very awesome. But this is what I like to run for what I use it for. So anyways, I appreciate MGcool for sending this. It's a very awesome cam. And guys, hey, God bless, cheers, and happy flying.